Hey guys, it's Becky Farrand and I'm here to talk about seasonal threats. Right now it's March in Ohio, and March and April are known to be high pollen and causes a lot of people to have lots of issues with their sinuses, with stuffy nose, eyes getting swollen up, things like that. So I'm going to talk about some solutions that doTERRA has. Now, I am a professional at this because my daughter is extremely susceptible to seasonal threats in the month of March and April, and we have done everything under the sun to try and help her. So I want to tell you some of the things that have worked for her and also some of the things that can work for you. I'm going to start with just the basics, okay? So two things, peppermint, lavender, lemon, that's three things, or our tri-ease. Those are the two things that you're going to need first and foremost when seasonal threats are high. So how you use them, couple ways. You can do a couple drops of peppermint, lavender, and lemon in a gel cap, 2 or 3 drops each, or same thing, you can take the tri-ease. The tri-ease is the same exact thing, it just comes in convenient form. But if you'd rather make them yourself, you can buy empty veggie caps, put those in there, and then go ahead and swallow those. Now remember, the thing about essential oils that you need to remember is that these are going to be out of your system within 3 to 4 hours. So for you, if you have really major, respiratory issues during this time of year, then you're going to have to probably take them probably 3 times at least a day in order for you to not experience some of those symptoms, okay? So starting at just the really easy basics, peppermint, lavender, and lemon is going to be what you want to start with, or, in the tri-ease gel caps. Now, unfortunately, my daughter can't swallow the tri-ease gel caps, so we have made it for her in a roller ball. So for her, she's 9, so I have about 4 drops of each in this, filled up with fractionated coconut oil, and then she'll go ahead and roll it on the back of her neck, on the front of her neck, her spine, bottom of her feet, and sometimes we'll even roll it right across the bridge of her nose if she's really inflamed there. So you can also have it in a roller ball as well. If you're an adult, I would probably do maybe anywhere from 5 to 10 drops of each in a roller ball. So again, that's the basics. But one of the things that you need to think about is that when you are experiencing all these symptoms, your body is in overdrive. So I recommend a couple things. First is the probiotic. The PB Assist is going to help with producing healthy inflammatory response in your gut. These should be taken definitely after you take antibiotics, but they definitely give extra support during this time of year. So the PB Assist, I usually take these at night, and I usually take 1 at night. My daughter, however, she's 9, so she takes the PB Assist Junior for kids, and they're just like a pixie stick, okay? It almost feels like there's sugar in there. Just cut them open and go ahead and swallow them. If they don't like the taste of them, obviously you can mix them with something else, but my kids both don't mind taking them. Okay, another thing is On Guard. I know we've been taking On Guard probably since the beginning of the school year, but this is also going to help support your immunity. It's the protective blend. So obviously you can, put it directly on your feet. You can drink it if you like it. You can put it in gel caps. We also have the On Guard beadlets that you can also use, where you just crack them in your mouth and swallow them, or just swallow them whole. Again, my kids can't swallow the bigger pills, but they can swallow these little beadlets, so my daughter will take these. She has one of these in her lunchbox, and she takes them every single day just to give her support for her immune system. Okay, so other oils that you probably don't think of when it comes to seasonal threats is going to be cilantro, breathe, and Roman chamomile. Okay, so breathe is going to be one that's really good to have in the diffuser. Now you can put peppermint, lavender, and lemon in the diffuser as well, but breathe is going to help open up those airways, so especially at night, so you can kind of give your airways a rest from all of the seasonal threats, and using breathe in a diffuser will kind of help open up those airways. Another one is going to be cilantro. So you can also add cilantro to your gel caps as well. Taking this internally is really good to help support your body during this season. And then Roman chamomile as well. These are going to be, a Roman chamomile would be one that would be good to apply topically, so you can add it to the peppermint, lavender, and lemon roller ball as well as you can diffuse it if you wanted to. So those are specifically for seasonal threats. Now, if you're one of those people that it's like out of control, and you're just like, your eyes are puffy and like you can barely breathe and you're snotty and all of those kind of things, you're gonna need something steroidal in nature. Okay, so the other one that I highly suggest, so what I usually do is, we're fine usually with 1 roller ball, but when it gets really bad, there's like a 2-week season in Ohio where it's really, really bad for my daughter. So I actually make up 2 roller balls. I have peppermint, lavender, and lemon, and Roman chamomile and cilantro in this one. And then I actually have another roller ball that's steroidal in nature. And what that does is it helps your body like stop the response. So that is going to be basil, thyme, and rosemary. And for Kayla, I'll do 4 drops of each in a roller ball, and I'll roll one on and then I'll roll the other one on. And I usually do that for a solid at least 2 weeks during this time of year. So anyways, I hope that was helpful. If you have any other questions, go ahead and you can respond back to this. But hopefully these few things will help keep the symptoms of the seasonal threats low for you. And remember, you can always put them across your sinuses as well. You just want to make sure you dilute if you're putting it close to your face. And if you also have where your eyes get puffy, red, we call that conjunctivitis. It's not pink eye, but it's called conjunctivitis due to these seasonal threats. You can also put lavender and melaleuca around your eye sockets. Of course, make sure you don't get it in your eyes. We'll also do that. When it's this time of year, we're using all of the oils to try and help to make sure the immune system kind of doesn't go into overdrive as well.